Hey folks, DJ Vinyl Vertigo here. Good morning, it's Saturday morning. And I just want to tell you that got exciting news. This is a new segment for the channel, the DJ Vinyl Vertigo channel. I am now been asked to be an official reviewer for a record store in the Tampa Bay area in Florida called Daddy Cool Records. They're located at 2606 South Fairfield Avenue in St. Petersburg. And I've been asked to review new releases or releases that are coming out for pre-order, things like that. And I'm really excited to do that. And this is my first one. It's going to be a real short one. It's an artist that I've been excited about for quite a few years now, by the name of Charley Crockett. And Charley Crockett is, I consider him a country troubadour. He has a sort of a retro sound, but he's also pretty modern. He runs the gamut from country to blues to gospel to soul, everything with a very much southern roots sound to it. You can almost hear a little Al Green in some of his musical style. You can hear Johnny Cash. You can hear Merle Haggard even a little bit sometimes. You can hear, especially some of the old-timey ones. And you can hear some George Jones. There's a lot of stuff going on with him. The first thing that was significant to me that I just thought he reminded me a lot of Johnny Cash. But it was too simplified to say that because he doesn't sound exactly like any of these people. He has his own sound. He's a descendant of Davy Crockett, believe it or not. So thus the name Charley Crockett. Just a 40-year-old guy. He's got about 16 releases. This is his 13th studio release. He's from Texas. I think it's called. I can't think of the name of the city he's from. He's from a small town in Texas. I'll get to that. And probably I'll put it in the comments later on. I can't think of it right now. Sencito, something. I forget the name of it. But he's from Texas, a small town in Texas. And he is pretty fiercely independent. He has kind of eschewed publishing deals and recording deals. He does stuff on his own, pretty much on 30 Tigers label. He is pretty much self-guided, and he's had a very successful career. He's actually busked all over the place throughout his career, and he's even lived in Paris for a while and in Spain. Spent a couple of years over in Europe. Busking around, just figuring himself out and coming back to the States and figuring out this is what I can do. In 2015, he started doing these albums, and he does a lot of work. He's got a pretty full catalog for such a young man. His latest release, which came out yesterday on the 26th, I just have the CD version of it here right now, but it's called $10 Cowboy. And maybe you saw him debut this on the Jimmy Kimmel Show recently, but this has been met with some really high praise. I think it's really cool. He's not a very political person, but he doesn't hide away from it. He's a multiracial person, so some people see him as an African American artist, some people see him as a white artist, some people see him as a biracial. He doesn't care about any of that. He's like, I just want people to see me as a diverse human being, and that's where my music comes in. It's very diverse, even though it is country. But his crowds are very mixed. A lot of young people. I've seen him live. He's really wonderful live. But this record is really, really great. So let's get back to the record. Enough about. I think you get enough information about Charley Crockett on that. It opens with the title track $10 Cowboy, which is, I think, the first single from this record. And it's a standard country song but it has a little bit of a pop sound to it. Um, it sounds very more California country to me, um, but it's a really great tune. Here's the inner sleeve part of it. So I'm sure when the album comes out, I have a funny feeling when there's probably a variant with white vinyl. I believe because with the white jeans and probably. Um, anyway, but it's some really great tracks. There's a song called America that's really really good. It's got kind of like a blues sound to it. It almost has like this. The drum beat is very. It reminds me of Al Green, '70s Al Green. Al Green. The beat. It's got that kind of. And there's times where he has these Memphis type horns on some of the songs. There's also strings, some great gospel backing vocals on some of the tracks, and so it's all over the place. But it definitely has a cohesiveness of this very simple cowboy troubadour. Hard Luck and Circumstances is really good. Good at Losing is very autobiographical about his struggles becoming a working artist, how he was rejected everywhere, and that Nashville wasn't ready for him, but they embraced him big time. So it's a really good song. Getting Tired Again is a really, really good song. There's another song called Ain't Done Losing Yet, which really, another kind of soulful song. My favorite so far right now, what I've been focused on, other than $10 Cowboy, and I think should be the next single, is called "Lead the Way." It's an actual soul song to me with a little bit of a twang to it. But he really lets loose on that one. "Lead the Way" is just such a good song, and he finishes up with a real true country tune called "Midnight Cowboy." Just a real, you know, you know. You could just see the cow shit on his boots. It's a really good record. I tell you, this guy is the real deal. He's not putting it on. He His music just brings you back to a day when country wasn't pop. When country was just, it was real. But he takes it to a new place because country's gone to a new place. Country's become more diverse. Country is welcoming. It reluctantly at first, but now really wholeheartedly is embracing diversity, embracing GLBTQ, embracing African Americans. It's been embracing Latinos. So there's definitely a movement of African Americans who are doing country music with ease and country music without raising eyebrows, because it's no longer specifically a conservative and white genre. So that's a good thing. And I know there's some people still kicking and screaming, but it's too late. I mean, country is becoming diverse, and that doesn't take away from the value of country music, especially when you think about the history of country music, how African Americans have always been involved in that music, and there's always been GLBTQ people there, but they've had to supplement themselves for all for the image that country supposedly had, and the image is changing, which is really great. And this guy is a great, I think, ambassador for that new thing, while retaining the integrity of what country music can be. So I think this is a really great album. Something that definitely, I think, even if you're not into country, you'll be into it. He doesn't go the pop route. He's not as far over as like a Chris Stapleton, that kind of thing. He sticks with the old style while being modern, and that's what I really dig about Charley Crockett. And he does not compromise himself in any way. He's he's a proud country boy, and he's just great. And I just wanted to show you how I first got into Charley Crockett. The first time I got this at Daddy Cool. I picked this up. I was intrigued. I saw this, The Valley. It was pretty inexpensive, and I said, "Huh, I wonder if he's anything like Chris Stapleton." He's not like Chris Stapleton, but and when I first listened to it, I was like, "Wow, this is interesting." It's something that I'm not used to buying, but it's so old school. Like, I have Johnny Cash records. What's wrong with the new guy having this kind of nostalgic sound? And I was like, I'm digging it though. It's really, but what he's singing about is not like old school. It's now, and it's autobiographical. It's like, wow, this is cool that he could be singer-songwriter in the country world. I never thought about it in that respect, so I really like that. He had his last record before the new one is Man from Waco. And this album was considered by Billboard Records, although I'm not, Billboard Magazine, Billboard Records, I think? No, Rolling Stone, no, Billboard, as the #2 country record at the time when it came out in 2022. And this got him a lot of attention, Man from Waco. Yeah, this had the song On the Trinity River. You probably heard that one. And before that, he had another one that was really popular, Welcome to Hard Times. Yeah. Which is really, really great. This is more of a pop country record. A little bit. But he's got so many records. So many records, this guy. Just incredible. I only have a few. I mean, this is live at the Ryman. It's sold out concert. So if you're looking for country, or if you're looking for something different and something really good and something honest and real, pick up this new record. Charley Crockett, $10 Cowboy. He's priceless. And that's my first review for Daddy Cool Records. Hope you enjoyed it, and there'll be more to come. Keep listening to great music.